Hello guys, this is Luca GG Paz and welcome back to the Italian Job. Last episode, we got off to a decent start in Division 1 and we'll be hoping to continue that in this episode. We'll be playing another few games in this episode and hoping to climb the table, get some points on board and see what happens. Anyway, first game of the episode came up against a decent looking, or very good looking, BPL side. Inform Rooney in there, a couple of transfer players, Man United Schweinsteiger and the Man City Sterling, who's now a striker, and he's got Aguero, Di Maria, solid defence, Courtois as well. Only weakness maybe is Zabaleta, but still a decent player. We didn't get off to a great start. We had the ball, I gave it away in our half, which, not the best. Rooney has a shot on goal, doesn't go in, but it falls straight to Sterling. But to be honest, I thought Rooney was going to score anyway, so 1-0 down, not the greatest. Anyway, we got Vieri on the ball, passes to Giovinco, goes back to Marchisio. And we do eventually play it back inside. I don't know who it goes to. It goes to Zola, and he gets on through on goal, and he slots it past Courtois to level it at 1-1. So right back in the game, and then we play the ball up to Vieri, inside to Zola. You know, the three players up front, Zola, Vieri, and Giovinco, working really well. Vieri going really close there with a header. I actually thought that was in, but we do get another chance with Vieri. This time, he gets tackled though, and the other guy does start a counter-attack. And it was a pretty open game. Obviously, I think we were both playing the same formation, and Aguero here does very well to actually score. I brought my keeper out, he stopped, and my keeper was left in no man's land, and he just curled it round him. So we're losing 2-1 at half time. Like I was saying, fairly evenly matched, especially in terms of the formation we were playing. I knew I needed to get off to a decent start in the second half if we wanted to stay in the game. And great play here. Vieri finishes off a lovely move with a tap in. He's still scoring. He's just a monster up front. What a player he is to have in the team. You know, just banging the goals. He can score with his left foot, his right foot, and obviously he's strong. He's good in the air as well. And eventually the ball does fall to Bonaventura. I'm trying to get a shot away. I do eventually find some space. Try a finesse shot, and it just goes over the top right hand corner. I thought for half a second that could have been dipping in. It was really, really close, but it's still, even at this point in the game, in the 80th minute, I believe. But we do win the ball back. Bonaventura this time, making up for a mistake. Well, not really a mistake, just a near miss. But good play here. We eventually pass it inside to Giovinco. And then we find some space with Zola, goes past one player, smashes it in the back of the net, 3-2, scoring late on, and the guy rage quit straight after this. Unsurprisingly, well, I assume he rage quit because the game happened to freeze straight after I scored a goal, and obviously he did rage quit because we got the win. So, another good performance so far. That is 3 wins and 1 draw. So far, unbeaten in the division, which, well, can't really ask for much more. And thank you to Sleepy Madrags, I probably pronounced that wrong, for this message. I do appreciate the odd message here or there of support. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching this series. Anyway, came up against this really good looking Bundesliga team. Ribery up front, he had man of the match De Bruyne, Inform Naldo, and Inform Rodriguez. Couldn't quite get Vieri to get on the end of that cross. Similarly, he put a cross in, Lewandowski heading over, and we start the attack from the back here. Lovely crossfield ball to Vieri, who does well to keep that in, plays it inside to Zola, gets past one man. Giovinco somehow keeps hold of it. Good build-up play here. De Rossi goes over to Vieri, who dinks it over his keeper. What a lovely finish that was. It's probably one of my favourite goals we've scored in this series. And again, trying to find space for a cross. We do eventually get a cross in, and Vieri's on hand to get us that second goal. Not long before half time. That's 2 goals for him. It's becoming a common theme now. And ball falls to Vieri, looking for his hat-trick, but his keeper was in top form to keep Vieri out. We do get a corner though, and it is Chiellini. In the 45th minute, surprisingly, someone scored a corner in the 45th minute. So we had 3 chances there, or 3 shots on target there, although, you know, we did have a couple more, I've seen in the clips that didn't go in. Anyway, I think that's eventually how the game finished. I was trying to score a hat-trick with Vieri in the end, but his keeper made a save, and we couldn't get that fourth goal. It didn't really matter because a good 3-0 win. So that's 4 wins and a draw in Division 1. Vieri, of course, man of the match with 2 goals. Kept the clean sheet there as well, and obviously just completely dominated him. He didn't even have a shot on target. Yeah, so 13 points, just need 1 more point to stay in the division. We came against this fairly cool looking hybrid, I must say. Team of the season Marquisio in there, got some Premier League players, Serie A players, and Bundesliga players. As you can see here, Royce goes through on goal, goes past Perrine, but Chiellini, what a save off the line, a diving bicycle kick to stop that goal there. And we did start a counter-attack eventually. I'm coming away with it with Zola here, who, what does he do? I really don't know. He goes out wide to Crescito, that's what he does. I do go through a lot of clips, guys, so trying to remember what happens in each clip is difficult. Anyway, I was trying to, get Vieri on the end of the cross here. He wasn't in the right position at the time, but now I crossed the ball in, and now he's in the right position, and now he scores. So in that clip, guys, we could have gone 1-0 down, but we actually went 1-0 up. But not long after, I gave away a penalty. Di Maria wasn't really going anywhere, but I went in for the challenge. He went over fairly easily, but there was contact, unfortunately. I think he took the penalty with Royce. Yes, he did. And we actually get really close to saving this. So I can't believe Perrine didn't get a hand on this. But, yeah, Royce levels it up halfway through the first half. But here's, who is it? It's Giovinco hitting the post, unfortunately. And that's how the first half ended. But, again, good build-up play. Sends Vieri over, and Vieri takes around the keeper and past the defender, scores again. Who else but Vieri? I mean, I say this all the time, he is just a goal machine. And then again, Vieri gets through, really should have scored there. I mean, it's a good save, but I should have scored there. That would have been for Vieri's hat-trick as well. But we do get it back, and it somehow falls to Giovinco with an open net. I mean, that was a bit lucky. That put us 3-1 up, gave us a 2-goal cushion, which obviously is handy. And then, great play here, Giovinco just blazing past his defenders, using all his trickery, his skill, dribbling, pace, and finishes past his keeper, 4-1. And there was even time for 1 more goal from a corner. I think it was Bonucci. Yes, it was Bonucci. To make it 5-1. So a really good win. The team just seems to have clicked. The upfront scoring, the midfield working hard. Bonaventura, Marquisio, and De Rossi. Okay, yeah, I would like them to score more goals, but when Vieri and Zola and Giovinco are scoring goals all the time, it doesn't matter. And the defense has been pretty solid. Well, we do usually concede a goal most matches, but that's expected in Division 1. You can't keep clean sheets all the time. This guy did go on the attack, but he didn't score. And it wouldn't matter if he scored anyway, because we won that one 5-1. So, yeah, really good. Continuing with the good form in Division 1. So that's 5 wins and a draw, and that means we're safe in Division 1. And, yeah, that's awesome, guys. So thanks for watching this episode, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're making really good progress in Division 1. But that's it for now, guys, and I'll speak to you next episode. Have a good day. Goodbye.